Hello and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Unbox, Unbag and Build per bag. This time I'm here with set 76199 Carnage. It was released on the 26th of April 2021, has 546 pieces, is rated ages 18 plus and comes with no minifigures. The set retails at $59.99 in euros, $54.99 in pounds and $59.99 in dollars. So here we have the Carnage Bust, following in the footsteps of the Star Wars helmet series and the Iron Man bust from 2020. With generally positive feedback all around from the images that were leaked by, I think, Walmart. Wasn't it Walmart the one who actually leaked the pictures in the end? And soon after, we got some leaked pictures of the Venom bust, and I'll be honest, I laughed. I seen that tongue and I laughed. I mean, the tongue should be fat. It just didn't look right. Also, he just looked strange, but we'll get into that in the Venom review whenever that comes out. I'm hoping it'll be better in person, but we'll find out soon enough. This bust may be my favourite of all so far. I mean, even better than Boba Fett, and that's my favourite Star Wars bust. I really do like this fella. I would definitely prefer less stickers because this set seems riddled with them, which is extremely disappointing for me because I like everything being perfect, and stickers, you can't get perfect every time. And the more you take a sticker off, the more it gets wrecked. That's a video for a different day, I think. But I've come to expect less than the best from LEGO, so it doesn't come as such a shock. I mean, they could print these bits, but they don't. Getting on now to the rest of the box here, you'll see on the side there, maybe a little unusual that they have that there. But I'm only after coming from the LEGO Star Wars helmet series, and they're just all black. Now this one is 18 plus, so it should be aimed at adults as well, so it should maybe have that gone. But anyway, we have that front profile. Then on the side, on the other side, then you will see simply Carnage and some small print there as well. On the top you will see Carnage, and you will see the 1-for-1 piece there. The way they have that, it looks like it's printed, but I know it's not. I mean, should that not? I don't know. I'm not going to read too much into that. Also, on the bottom of the box, you'll see some small print as per usual. And on the back of the box, you'll see some really nice artwork for Carnage there. You'll see the size, and you'll see the set from a different angle as well there. So that is definitely nice to see. You see the red greebling on the bottom, which contrasts with the black super well. I really do like that. I mean, you can see that the whole way around there on the bottom. So that is definitely something nice that they've added in there. And from the back of the box to the unbox. Now let's see what we got in here. We got a lot of pink in there, is the first thing I see. Definitely a lot of pink for some reason. And we have our, there it is. Oh, that's a lot of stickers. That's a lot of stickers. Okay, let's get this all laid out and see what we got. So here you'll see 3 numbered bags, each of which have 2 bags. And some of which have smaller bags inside the big bag as well. So we've got a few bags in there, but there's only 3 steps, so that is kind of interesting. It doesn't look like the stand is in any one particular set, and there's quite a lot of pink in there. So that makes me think that it's either the inside here, and that's not actually a darker shade, it is just pink. Or of course, it'll be the inside of his head. Now, I don't really see that shade of pink. I think it is just the fact that it's a lot darker inside the mouth there. But we also get the sticker sheet and the instruction book then as well. But yeah, it seems like a nice little selection of pieces in there. But let's open up the bags and find out. So in bag number 1, we see some nice colours, definitely, with these, I think I'm just going to call them bubblegum pink. I'm not actually sure the official colour name. But yeah, otherwise fairly standard pieces the whole way across the board. You see some kind of weird Technic pieces like that, obviously, for the stand. If you've built any of the helmet stands already, you will know that. But yeah, pretty standard pieces, a nice selection of colours, however. And same here, standard pieces, but nice colours. I do really like that pink, and there is quite a lot of it in here. And there's also some trans red pieces in through there as well. Some 1x2 tiles and some trans red studs there as well. Not quite sure what the tiles would be for, because he's not really translucent, so that is interesting. We do see some yellow versions of these bricks here, which is definitely nice to see. I think it's a little bit more unusual, not particularly rare or anything like that. But yeah, that's it for the overview. Let's get on to the build. Oh, and just before we do, I need to show you the front of the instructions here as well. Just a little bit there about Carnage, so that is definitely nice to see there as well. But yeah, let's get on to the build. So at the end of bag number 1 here, we have a big hollow inside, which means that I'm going to put Carnage in here, the little minifigure of Carnage, like I've been doing with all the Star Wars figures as well. And we also have the stand. We have a lot of pink there. Obviously that's going to be the mouth. I mean, I don't really think that's going to be anything else. I did think the mouth was a darker shade of pink though, but obviously enough, I kind of knew once I seen that much bubblegum pink that the mouth was pink. But yeah, it's a nice enough build so far, fairly simple, satisfying. Definitely comes together very nicely. We have a few spare pieces here in bag number 1, but yeah, that's it. We also used no stickers for this bag. So yeah, let's get on to bag number 2. So in bag number 2, we see some interesting pieces. We see these pieces here, the curved pieces in red. We see these pieces in black, which is definitely nice to see. We also see some curved bricks like that showing up, and some kind of half archway looking things like this, which is definitely nice. Definitely a good selection in there. Some bubblegum pink coming through there again. And then in the small bag here, from that bag, you see some pink 1x2 tiles with clip on them, and that's pretty nice. You see some kind of other little tiles and stuff there as well. Nothing too complicated other than that. I don't think any of that's printed. And then in the second bag for bag number 2, you see some of these spikes here, some of the kind of, I don't know, spikes, horns that we're obviously going to use for the teeth. And that's just really nice to see there, and obviously then you will see the rest of the teeth there as well. Some translucent bricks in there as well, so that's definitely nice. But yeah, let's get on to the build. And at the end of bag number 2, we have the back of the head done. We have a little bit on the top there, and the eyes and a few teeth there. A little bit of the mouth started as well. We used our first sticker there on the mouth, and that is here. I'm just really disappointed with the amount of stickers, I really am. Although I'm not disappointed with the fact that you can top off the back. It probably works better with 2 hands, and reveal a little hollow inside, so you can put little mini Carnage in there. So yeah, that is good news. We also then have some spare pieces here as well. But yeah, that'll do it for bag number 2. Let's get on to the third and final build. So in bag number 3, we have obviously the eyebrow pieces here. We have some interesting pieces like that and that. We have the little shield pieces as well there. This is nice to see, with the little studs on the other side of it there. But otherwise fairly standard pieces. Again, some nice colors in there with that pink. We got 2 bags here, so this is the separate bag number 3, and then this is the small bag that comes in this bag. So in the small bag we see nothing of importance really at all. We do see some kind of corner pieces there, like, but otherwise nothing really that worth talking about. We see some nice pinks in here in the form of this brick here, which is nice. And otherwise then we see more teeth, and we see like a little ball joint thing, which I'm not quite sure. I'm assuming that could be for the jaw. That's all I can really assume. But this is the third and final build, so let's get on to it. So at the end of the third and final bag, we have, obviously enough, everything done. First thoughts is it was definitely a fun build. It took longer than 3 bags should, but it still wasn't that long of a build. It was a nice build. There was some kind of like fiddly bits, like the jaw, connecting it together. You built this part and then this part and then this part added on here. You connect this part to the main head, and then you do this part, and then connecting here then at the end is just a little bit kind of awkward because it's on ball joints like there. I don't know, can you see them when it focuses? Yeah, you can kind of see the bright grey in there. There's ball joints in there, so when I was connecting this bit on, it was just a little bit like fiddly, but it was still pretty fine, to be honest. It wasn't really that big of a problem. One thing I will say I hated was the stickers. There's just too many stickers for something that needs to look really good. I mean, I did a good enough job on the stickers, I think, but still, it could have been so much better with printed tiles. And another thing is, I think they on the poster and on the advertisements and stuff, they really did a good job of hiding some of these not filled in areas. You can see red poking through there, a bit of black poking through there as well. They did a really good job of hiding all of that. Also then there's a little bit under here, a little bit of pink showing through under there on both sides. So that is just a little worth noting in a video like this. We also then have the spare parts for this bag, and here are the spare parts for the entire set. Giving you a look at the back of the instructions now. We literally just get the inventory list and then feedback and win on the back there. Nothing else, no advertisement or anything like that. But yeah, so all in all, it was a nice little fun build. As I said, it was longer than I thought, but still a short enough little build. In fairness, there was only 3 bags in it. It was definitely as satisfying as all of the other helmets to date. I haven't built Iron Man, but I'm on about just pretty much the Star Wars helmets there. But yeah, had a great experience building it. What else can I say, really? Techniques seem fine. It seems like a sturdy enough little thing. One thing I can kind of mention that is something maybe to worry about is just these little teeth for whenever you're trying to keep it all together. You don't want to push on the teeth because there are these rubber little things and they could bend out of place and stuff. So it is kind of weird just to put that all together. But otherwise, it's a fantastic build. And to be honest, the fact that all the helmets have this kind of compartment in them is just is a really nice feature for me. I think that's really great. I would love to hide something of importance in there. I don't really have anything to hide like that. But I do think that it's a nice little feature, and I do love putting little minifigures in there. Another kind of bad point is these are very flimsy. They're literally just only held on with those 2 studs there, and the way they sit, I mean, I don't think I built it wrong, but the way they sit, they literally don't even go on properly, so they sit on. Let's see if I can get a view for you there. Let me see. Yeah, you can see it there. So it's off 1 stud and it's kind of on 1 stud. So that is kind of a problem. And if you put your finger in there to try and push the further away stud, if you try and push that in, you'll just end up pushing out the thing more because you need space for your finger to get in there. Now I have tried putting it back a little one, but that doesn't really seem to work either. But yeah, that's pretty much the way it goes. That is another bad point. And the last bad point I will talk about is the mouth here. It's just, there's a lot of gaps in there. I don't like that at all. I really don't think that's done that well. And then the pink does also show through here as well. I know you're not going to be picking it up and looking at it like that, but it is just something from a design point of view that should be mentioned. I mean, only the best is good enough, Lego. When has that ever been true? Because I'm not really seeing that quite a lot these days. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this video, guys. Thanks a million for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you think there's anything that needs to be said. Thanks a million, guys. See you again. Take care.